Hi everyone, my name is Ramyasri. The topic I am going to discuss is about water pollution and the sources of water pollution. Now let us see what are the definitions of water pollution and what are the various sources of water pollution. Okay, water pollution can be defined as alteration in the physical, chemical or biological characters of water, making it unsuitable for designated use in its natural state. It can even be defined as the addition of some substances such as organic, inorganic, biological, or any other heat which degrade the quality of water so that it either becomes health hazardous or unfit for use. Most of the surface waters usually contain small quantities of suspended particles, organic and inorganic substances, and a number of living organisms. When concentration of these substances in water increase, the water becomes polluted and hence unfit for use. Some other substances pollute water even at low concentration. Those include under these poisonous, toxic chemicals and even pathogens. Most of the water pollution is man-made. It may also occur naturally by addition of soil particles, that is through soil erosion, animal and plant waste, and leaching of materials from the rocks. Polluted water may be attributed to turbidity, foul smell, unpleasant, and may contain a number of pathogens. It is unfit for drinking, bathing, washing, and other purposes. Water pollution is not confined to surface water, but it has spread even to sea as well as the groundwater. Water pollution has reached alarming proportion in the recent years in the big cities and industrial areas. And now let us see what are the causes of water pollution. Water has the property to dissolve many substances in it and hence get polluted easily. Pollution of water can be caused by point source, point source, or it may be caused by non-point source. Now let us see what are these point sources and non-point sources. First, we will discuss about the point source. Point sources are the specific sites near water which directly discharge effluents into them. Major point sources of water pollution are industries, sewage treatment plants, power plants, underground coal mines, offshore oil wells, oil tankers, etc. It is easy to control water pollution by point source. Many advanced countries have strictly legislated for the same. However, such control is not effective in most of the developing nations. The discharge from, and this is about the point source. And now we are going to see what are these non-point sources. The discharge from non-point sources is not at any particular site. Rather, these sources are scattered which individually or collectively pollute water. Surface runoff water from agricultural fields, overflowing of small drains, rainwater sweeping on the roads and fields, atmospheric deposition, etc. are the non-point sources of water pollution. It is difficult to control water pollution by non-point sources because of the high cost and difficulty in identifying and treating the pollutants from diffuser sources. Now let us see further more causes that are responsible for the water pollution. Major sources and pollutants of surface water pollution are sewage, industrial effluents, synthetic detergents, agrochemicals, oil and heat and waste heat. Major pollutants of water and their major sources. Major pollutants and sources of surface water pollution. Now let us see about these pollutants one by one. Now let us discuss about this sewage. Sewage. Emptying the drains and sewers in freshwater bodies causes water pollution. This problem is severe in cities rather than in the rural areas. Coming to that of industrial effluent. Industrial waste containing toxic chemicals, acids, heavy metals, phenols, ammonia, radioactive substances are some of the sources of water pollution. They also cause even thermal pollution of the water. The major problem for the cause of water pollution is the waste that is released from the effluents that are released from the industries. And next is the synthetic detergents. Synthetic detergents used in washing and cleaning produce foam and pollute water. Next are agrochemicals. Agrochemicals like fertilizers that are containing nitrates and phosphates, and even pesticides, which are differentiated into insecticides, fungicides, and herbicides, etc., washed by rainwater and surface runoff water pollute the water. Next, coming to the oil. Oil spillage into the seawater during drilling and shipment pollute it. Majorly, this oil pollution in water comes under this marine pollution of water. Next is waste heat. Waste heat from industries discharge increase the waste heat from industrial discharges increase the temperature of water bodies and affect the survival of sensitive species in that water. Okay, and even there are sources which are even going to pollute the groundwater. Now let us discuss about the major sources and pollutants related to groundwater. The major sources for polluting the groundwater are septic tanks, industries, mining, deep well injections, and groundwater pollution with arsenic, fluoride, and nitrates are poisonous, serious health hazards. Now let us see all of these individually. Now, groundwater pollution with arsenic, fluoride, and nitrates. The sources of entry of arsenic into the groundwater are through weathering of minerals and ores which are having arsenic in them. And the runoff water from the mining sites is also one of the major source of this arsenic pollution in the groundwater. And next, coming to the sources of nitrate in groundwater. Use of synthetic nitrogen fertilizers, soils with proof buffering capacity are some of the sources of this nitrate. And even the sources for fluoride in the groundwater are volcanic rocks, igneous and metamorphic rocks, which are the major source of groundwater pollution with fluoride. In the next session, let us discuss about the effects of water pollution. Thank you.